Hi, we're back at it with another recipe to help manage your sugar intake without sacrificing flavor. We know that sauces are one of the main culprits with sugar intake in the liquid form. So, of course, at Cooking with Cheron, we got you covered with an option to help manage your sugar intake. So let's get started. Today we have a vodka sauce that I'm super excited about because if you look at the back of a can of your typical tomatoes, which is the base of this recipe, you'll see that there's a ton of sodium and also a ton of sugar. But here, I've already pre-roasted, and it's super simple. All you have to do is take regular, fresh, whole tomatoes, and I used our flat top grill, but you can use an oven, and then you see right here, we've just actually roasted them, and so that's going to bring out a whole nother flavor in our sauce for us. And again, this is one of the freshest options available. So the vodka, I know you're saying for those who don't consume alcohol, it's no problem. Many sauces are actually made with vodka or some type of alcohol content to bring out the flavor. It enhances the flavor, and so you're not going to even taste it. Actually, when we start cooking, it's going to reduce down, so there won't be any alcohol content in it. Just full disclosure. So what we're going to do first is I have our Vitamixer here again. But again, if you don't have a Vitamixer at home, no problem. You can use a food processor. You can use a blender. You can use I think there's a Ninja out there. There are all types of other options. This is just a heavy duty option that we're going to use here, and it'll actually blend it a lot quicker and smoother. So we're going to take our Vitamix and we're going to put our roasted tomatoes in here, and we're going to take it down to the liquid, somewhat liquid format. And I don't know, I went overboard as I usually do with the content. So I didn't know how many I should actually roast. So let's get started with just those. And I'm going to put a little bit of the sauce or the liquid that came from the tomatoes in here. And we're just going to actually blend it. And so this is essentially the sauce base that you would have, that you would buy out of a jar in the store, but it's all going to be made fresh and in house. So you see, it's actually breaking down. You can stir it up a little bit, push it down. Okay. Let me shake that up a little. So it's going to be okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so it doesn't take that long to actually blend down because we don't want it too liquefied. We won't want like a soupy sauce. So I'm going to make just a little bit more, add a couple more tomatoes, and while that is mixing, I'm going to get our skillet ready over here, and I'm going to put in a little bit of olive oil we have, and then I'm going to take I have shallots that I've finely minced. You want it finely minced so it'll actually cook down, so it's not a clumpy sauce either. You have that, and then I had about 4 cloves of fresh garlic that we'll put in here. And we're just going to saute that down. While that is sauteing, I'm going to finish blending our tomatoes that we have here. Okay, it's looking good, yep. So I'm excited about our sauce. Made with fresh tomatoes. And again, if you look at the back of a can, this is what I've been coaching a lot of people and telling them, and I do it more so myself too now. It's crazy how when I go into the store, I am automatically turning to the back of a can, a box, any of the products, and actually just seeing how much of 1, sugar is in each, and then 2, sodium. So sodium, salt. Those are the two main ingredients outside of all the stuff that what we can't pronounce, that are the additive ingredients that basically preserve and make it shelf stable for so long. Have you ever noticed that the expiration date on the back of a jar or a box is like a year long, 6 months to a year? Well, I mean, really, if you look in your refrigerator and you have a product, how long does it actually stay fresh in your refrigerator? Not a year, right? So if you're not consuming what is in your refrigerator for after a week or two, then why would you consume something that is on the shelf for over 2 or 3 weeks, or for some situations 6 months to a year? You wouldn't. So take that into consideration when you're actually looking at the products that you're purchasing from the store. Okay, so we have our shallots and our garlic that has cooked down nicely. And next we're going to add in, now I did cheat with this because I haven't quite mastered, honestly, I haven't quite mastered tomato paste. I may have to take that on as a challenge. But this is what I'm going to add into our base right here is tomato paste. Just a small can of it. And we're going to make it so it is nice, flavorful. The other ingredients that I have here are salt and pepper. Oh, I'm going to have to grab this, but another ingredient is going to make our sauce pop. And only if you have it at home, I just thought of it as I'm cooking here, and I know I have some in the refrigerator, is fresh basil. That's going to make our sauce that much more delicious. And then also, if you wanted to add a different type of flavor profile, you could add in a crushed pepper. So that is something that is an additional flavor. And then also we have just our regular salt and pepper I'm going to add in right here momentarily. And if you want some additional granulated garlic, you can add that as well. But right here we're going to, I've already pre-measured out our vodka, so I'm going to add that in. It's about a cup. Okay. Just like that. And we have it's nicely cooking down. And again, we're going to let this simmer for a little bit, but we're going to add in some of our sauce that we already made from our fresh tomatoes in here as well. This is going to be great. You can use this sauce just like obviously a regular pasta sauce with some fresh linguine or some other noodles. You can also use this sauce if you're making lasagna. You can add that sauce to the lasagna instead of buying the jarred sauce. You can also use this in maybe spinach or cheese ravioli, baked ziti, chicken pasta, chicken parmesan. There's a lot of different options that you can actually use this sauce in. And again, it's fresh and made with love because you made it. So we're going to let this simmer down and let all the flavors actually cook in. I'm going to add in some pepper right here and just a little bit of salt. Just a little. Again, we're not adding in a whole lot. If you want to add some at the end, that's fine, but not necessary. That's what we're trying to control and not have all the sodium and sugar included in our sauce. And this sauce is going to be a lot better than your store-bought jar sauce. I'm just going to taste it. I want it to simmer. Some more. Okay. This needs just a little bit more salt. So all together, we'll probably put in about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Again, not overbearing with sodium. But we're going to let that simmer for, I would say, about 15 minutes. So let that simmer on low heat. And again, the vodka is going to cook it down. And momentarily, once we come back, after about 15 minutes, check on it. We're going to finish it off with our heavy cream. Well, while that's cooking, I gotta tell you that RX Catering has you covered for all your corporate events. Employee lunches, networking receptions, executive leadership functions, and even that corporate meeting where you just want great food. Because you know the biggest morale booster is fantastic food made with love. And of course at RX Catering, we got you covered. Check us out at rxcatering-cc.com. Let's get back to that recipe. Okay, we're back. It's been about 15 minutes. Our sauce has simmered and cooked down. And so now we're going to add in the last part of this, which is our heavy cream. So we're just going to pour that in just like this. And just let it cook a little bit longer, but essentially, oh, you know what? One thing I added while this was simmering, so it could simmer in with it, was the crushed red pepper. But I forgot to get the fresh basil. So if you would like to add that to yours, go for it. I think it will add a nice flavor as well. But this is our vodka sauce. And again, it's going to be great with any of the pastas. Oops, don't want that to pop up. Pastas. And you could also add in shrimp. If you look back at one of my other recipes, you'll see there's a vodka shrimp pasta. And we use the same sauce, same base, all the ingredients. Check out that recipe as well. So again, for all of over 135 million people, which the challenge of managing their blood sugar with type 2 diabetes, this is perfect for you. We know what we cook. We know what we put in here, the ingredients. There's no sugar, and it's flavorful and delicious. So continue watching. Until the next time, we appreciate you.